Tom Brady said that he isn't looking forward to a win against the Falcons as a form of retribution for the Deflategate penalties. Here's what he said about it to Chris Berman last night.
You know, that would mean we won the game. So that's all I really care about is us, finishing this thing off. And I think we've had a great season. The team's really played well, like I said, under a lot of different circumstances. And, hopefully we're in that position. It's going to take a big effort. It's going to take, a great football game by our team. So, I'm excited for our opportunity. Hopefully we can make the most of it.
Stephen A., did you hear that? Deflategate is not a motivating factor. Are you buying it?
Yes, today, but not Sunday if you win and you see Roger Goodell right there. That's an entirely different emotion. The work is done, and now it's at your disposal. It's at your discretion what should or can be done or whatever the case may be. Because if you're on that stage and you are a Super Bowl champion, after all you endured, you finally got the job done. And then the man that you believe has sullied your name and your reputation, has impugned your character and your integrity, is standing before you having to present the trophy. That's a different emotion altogether. It's like you might not do anything, but you're going to at least go, yeah. Me the damn trophy. You're going to at least do something like that. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be some kind of look or whatever the case may be. And if you're smiling like Tom Brady is with that George Foreman smile right there, it's going to be like, how you like me now? That kind of smile. But it's going to be something.
That's the point. It's not like, is it a factor? Okay, so this would make this Super Bowl win, if he gets it, sweeter than it would have otherwise been. Even sweeter. As sweet as a Super Bowl win must be, even your fifth one. It's got to be really sweet. This would be even better. And if it was someone else, maybe I would say, hey, a lot of people think they're as prepared as they can be. But a little extra motivation that can tap adrenaline that you don't always have access to, not even in extreme circumstances, it can tap a little bit more. Maybe it makes you a little better. But in Tom Brady's case, I've always had the sense that he is as prepared as is humanly possible for every moment in a game like this. I don't think because we're talking about Tom Brady, this can possibly elevate his play above where it would be because he's always ready to play at the highest possible level. But as Stephen A. said, afterwards, if he wins, then all bets are off. Then that moment becomes extra special to him. I just don't think that carrot is enough to make him even better because I don't think he can be even better. I think he's tapped out his potential.
Well, I think in the beginning of this season and now toward the end of the season, it is motivational factors. Motivational factor to get back out on the football field was to prove Roger Goodell wrong. Not only to prove Roger Goodell wrong, but he's seen the way the team played without him. So it was also to go against what Max talked about early on to prove that he can play at 39 years of age and play at that elite level. As the season continued on, I don't think it was a motivating factor because how well they were playing and what they were able to do, minus Gronkowski, minus Edelman, and minus everyone that was banged up and hurt. Now everyone is healthy. But I think leading up until this week, it's a topic of conversation in his house. His wife is bringing it up. His dad, not only is he bringing it up in the media, but he's talking about it to his son all last week, I guarantee. And so when you continue to talk about it, now it begins to stick into your mind. Every time you step out on that football field, is to get that trophy and to look at Roger Goodell, like Stephen A. talked about, and to basically tell him, this is your fault. You're the reason we won the Super Bowl. Now give me this damn trophy and go home. So now, going into this game, it's more of a factor than we look at. Because think of it as a player in this game, in the NBA, in baseball. This is a way to prove everybody wrong, including the commissioner, that he was wrong for accusing you of doing something you say that you were not responsible for. And not only that, to win the Super Bowl. And if he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to get MVP. They're going to get MVP so that he can be on stage for this particular reason. The NFL will set it up this way because it's not only good for a guy like Tom Brady, this is great for Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell having all the power to make all the decisions and still stand in front of you after I suspend you 4 games.
You can't script this any better, though, in terms of revenge. That's true,
but I will tell you, according to numerous sources that I have, Roger Goodell, no one was more happier than Roger Goodell when the New England Patriots lost in the AFC Championship game last year.
He can go hang out in New England again
next year. He did not want to be on that stage with the New England Patriots. And to some degree, yes, it's a year later, and the momentum has dissipated to some degree. But remember, this season, Tom Brady was suspended for the first 4 games. So I still think that Roger Goodell has a strong level of discomfort when he's talking about being at that Super Bowl and having to be on stage with the New England Patriots, and in particular Tom Brady. I definitely believe he's uncomfortable with that.
Everything we're talking about, what you were talking about, is going by the assumption that he didn't do it. What if he did it? We don't know. And the Wells report said it's more likely than not, and that's been disputed, but whatever. It's unclear if he did it or not. What if he did it? Does that change the motivation for Tom Brady?
Well, the whole thing about it, if he did it or if he didn't, he still paid the consequences for it. So, I mean, if we
mad
found,
about that?
Yeah, I mean,
but he can't be as righteously indignant as if he really didn't do it.
It really don't matter. I mean, it's like a kid. If you steal candy in a candy store and you're with the guy who stole it, both of you in trouble. So you both serve the consequences for it. So it's just like you took it anyway. So for Tom Brady, if he pulled the air out or he told the equipment staff to take more air out, you're guilty for it, because he should have just came out in the press conference and said,
I agree.
Look, I had them take the air out of the balls the way I like it. Did I know where it was? No, I didn't. I'm not responsible for that. That's them.
He could have handled it much better, and he deserves blame and culpability for that regard, how he handled the whole matter. But to answer your question directly, Max, what may also play a role in his elevated level of ire is if he believes he was targeted and other people got off, like a Bill Belichick. Because if it's true that absolutely positively nothing happens without Bill Belichick's knowledge, and Tom Brady sitting there taking all of these hits while Bill Belichick, they miss a game.
Oh, nobody stepped up and took bullets for him.
Nobody stepped up and took anything from him. That might tick him off. And keep in mind, we got to remember this too. If you look at New England's history, when those footballs supposedly were being deflated, they never fumbled the ball.
Not at Foxborough.
I mean, and now this year, they were one of the league leaders in fumbles. I mean, so we understand that there are benefits.
And by the way, the equipment staff members got their job back, too.
Stephen A., it's deeper than that, because
they
used to, their fumble rate at Foxborough after Spygate went way down until Deflategate.
I'm just saying, it's true. It is true. I mean, Max is right. Max is right. It's just true.
That's the numbers. Those are the numbers.
And what I really want to know is, was it you or your friend who was stealing the candy?
That wasn't me.
It wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
But you had to suffer the consequences.
It wasn't me.
Fighting until the death like someone else was.
I stole some candy when I was 7 years old, got busted, and never stole another thing the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Got busted at age
Paid the price, did you?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
got home and...
Man, told my mama.
Got driven back.
She got on that fight.
No, she said, your father will deal with you. My father said, had the belt. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm telling you right now, my father be in jail if in today's society.
Oh, yeah.
In today's society, my father would have been pleased.
Dad would have gave you the phone. Go ahead, call him.
Call him.
Go ahead, call him.
No, I never,
He'd be in jail and you'd still be stealing candy.
Now it all makes sense.
I probably would.
So good to have you with us. We'll see you in Houston. Travel safe. Looking forward to that.